This episode of Soldier Knows Best is brought to you by Netflix. Hey, what's up guys, Soldier Knows Best here. In this video, I'm going to talk about the state of Apple after Steve Jobs. Now, if you didn't know already, the co-founder of Apple and also the CEO, the former CEO, I would say, Steve Jobs passed away last week. And a lot of people have been asking me on Facebook and Twitter and also in my email inbox about whether I think that Apple will still be able to continue their success after Steve's passing. And I'm a strong believer in that I think that they will absolutely continue their success, at least for the next 5 years. Now, I'm not Nostradamus. I can't see past 5 years, but I can't really see up to 5 years anyway. But I think that they'll be straight for at least 5 years. And that's one in part because I think, you know, as sucky as this just may seem, this might be by me saying this, I think Steve actually saw this coming. You know, he's fought this illness for many, many years now, and I think eventually, even though he had this probably the spirit to fight through it and he'll overcome it, he had to see that it was time to get his team prepared just in case it really did happen, that he really did pass away. So I think with the new CEO, Tim Cook, and I also think everybody else in his cabinet and his team in general, they were instilled with the philosophy about where Apple was going to be going over the next few years by Steve. And I think Steve was able to continue to put his vision and just punch it right through their chest about where he would want Apple to be probably later than 5 years, 10, 15, 20 years down the road. And so with that, I think Tim Cook will do a really good job. I mean, he was Steve's right-hand man in Apple for many, many years. So he knows Steve very well, and he knows Apple itself, what's going to be best for Apple coming up. And so I think that's one of the reasons why I think Apple will be good. And two, I think these big type of tech companies and electronic manufacturers like Apple, they have to be ahead of the game as far as their release of their products. So I think they're, at least for 2 or 3 years, their product lineup is probably already set. They probably know exactly what they're going to be releasing in 2013 or 2014. And I'll just give an example. Probably when the iPad 1 was launched, they were probably already testing the iPad 2, and then the iPad 3 was coming out of the kind of development stage. So I think they'll be at least straight for at least 2 or 3 years as far as their products, with some really, really good, strong product lineups. And then 3, I think 2012 is going to be a huge year. 2011 wasn't a bad year. I mean, we saw the iPad 2, we got the iPhone 4S now, Mac OS 10 line launched, new Final Cut. Well, let me take that back. Some people don't like it, but the new Final Cut, I'll say. We got iOS 5. I mean, it was a good year. It wasn't a bad year at all, but it wasn't really that many products out there that just make you go, ooh, a lot of brand new products released by Apple. But I think 2012 will be that year where we'll probably see 1 or 2 new products that we haven't seen before. And also, too, I think that existing products like the Mac Pro, which is long overdue for an update, and especially a design change, that would happen. We'll probably see some 15, 17-inch MacBook Airs, or we'll see the MacBook Pros finally transition over to the MacBook Air design in the 15 to 17-inch version. So I think that will be really cool once they finally release those. Maybe a quad-core MacBook Air 15-inch. I'll take that. But I think we'll probably see that, and then we'll see a true iPhone 5. We'll see an updated Apple TV. I really think, and the iPad 3, of course, possibly with the Retina display. And I hate to get into rumors. I'm not going to go all about that, but I really think their product lineup for 2012 and beyond will be very, very strong. And so just ultimately, Apple, I think, will be A-okay. I think they'll be just fine. Will they stumble? Yes. They'll probably make some mistakes, but they made some mistakes when Steve was even there. I mean, I remember when Mobile Me just launched. It was horrible. So Steve really got into him about that, too, as well. You can probably read that in his upcoming book. But yeah, I really think that Apple will continue their success. I think that they have a really good, strong leadership team. And I think everybody at Apple will probably want to continue Steve's legacy and continue to do Steve proud, even that he's not here with us right now. And then if you look at Apple as a business, their stock is doing crazy. In the cell phone game, the iPhone is still one of the top phones out there. Then in the tablets, the iPad is still the #1 tablet out there. And then they have billions in cash reserves. I mean, Steve really left Apple in the best position that he possibly could. And so it'll be up to Apple to actually lose this momentum, but I think Apple will still continue to go strong. So anyway, guys, these are just my thoughts about the state of Apple. But before we head out of here, just going to take one last look at our sponsor for this video. And today's sponsor is Netflix. If you didn't know already, Netflix can stream thousands of movies directly to your TV set via an Xbox, PlayStation 3, Nintendo Wii, or even something like an Apple TV. And also most cell phones and tablets right now do have a Netflix application. So while you're on the go, you're waiting in the airport, doing something like that, you can pop out your cell phone and actually watch a movie directly on it. So they have one low monthly price to be able to have unlimited streaming of all these different type of movies. And so if you want to go ahead and try it out right now, you can go to netflix.com/soldier and get a free 30-day trial. Yes, a free 30-day trial. So go to netflix.com/soldier. All right, guys, again, thanks for watching this video, but I'm really interested to see what you guys think that Apple's going to be doing these next few years. Are they going to be successful? Or are they going to go down the drain? Leave a comment down below and let me know. But again, thanks for watching, guys, and I will catch you later. Peace.